biased.
I would agree with that. In their portion of the meeting, they're
And
gonna
then
come over
license and
here.
health, and then
No.
go
Oh.
reconvene?
Probably administration and finance
I think,
before we go into licensing.
All right.
yeah.
Well, we'll start with Public Works. That's the first thing that we fire up with. And now Public Works will be in session, and we'll take up item number 29 on tonight's agenda. Resolution amending the professional services contract of AECOM to provide consulting services relative to compliance with DNR NR 216 for submitting citywide WinSlam, WINSLAMM analyst report for the sum not to exceed $16,435.
Basically, every 5 years, we have to do a modeling analysis of the stormwater system related to our DNR permit. It's supposed to model how much of the total suspended solids that we're taking out of the stormwater before, of course, it hits Lake Michigan at some point in time. Last time we did this, they were asking for about a 20% removal rate. We didn't even make 5%. I don't think we're going to do a whole lot better this time, but it is required, and I don't think there'll be any ramifications immediately because of our failure to be able to meet it. I mean, we're all built upon it. There's no place to put holding ponds or tunnel. Well, you can put tunnels anywhere, but holding ponds and that. So it's almost an impossible standard for a city as developed as ours to meet. But we still have to go through the process and through the computer analysis. And AECOM did it the last time. They've been our pretty long-term stormwater consultants now for quite some time. And a huge firm.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Further discussion, is it budgeted? It's-
Yes.
Mr. Stiebel?
Excuse me, are you going to hold the closed session so safety or administration and finance
Yeah.
could be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And further discussion, Alderman Rowe.
Yeah, I
He had
just,
his hand up first.
I was confused with the 5%. Is that better or worse than the 20?
Worse, we were supposed to
Okay.
have 20% removal,
Okay,
and we didn't even make 5% removal.
okay.
Even with all the street sweeping and
That's-
everything else that we do and tried to do, but it just.
And that's
it
what I
doesn't
was
come.
Going to ask you about, because we street sweep every street twice a month, correct? Is it?
At least twice a month, yeah,
Okay.
and that's part of it. Part of the problem there too is that model gives credits for certain things. Street sweeping being one of them, but that credit for street sweeping is very little in the model.
Well, let's stop street sweeping then.
Well, yeah, but
Mr. Chair?
Okay.
Alderman Ranky was first. Alderman Ranky.
We had made plans for a holding pond on Cleveland Avenue by that one site that we purchased the home. So once we have a holding pond there, what happens then?
we'll get a little bit of credit for that, but we would need
More
virtually
than
hundreds of those type of ponds
hundreds
around
of
here
holding
to
ponds.
help us out.
I see. So now, it wouldn't affect it that much, it didn't sound like. Okay.
It's a start. You know, the DNR does want a plan of attack, and we'll give it to them. Now, how we're gonna meet it, but that plan of attack, I won't be, it won't be done in my lifetime, I can tell you that. I
But
mean,
even in DNR is building some, they're building one over back by Schlinger. They're looking with Highway 100 coming through. Right here.
Okay, thank you.
All set? Alderman Weigel.
Still, the steps that we do, things like catch basins, is the regenerative sweeping better than the
Yes.
new tech street sweeping is better than the old tech,
And, yeah,
obviously.
and
So we're
we're
doing really
required-
everything we can. It's just the fact that we're dealing with the built environment that we have. And as new things come along, 82nd and Greenfield will have some sort of underwater stormwater management system. But again, that'll only cover those couple acres that are there, and it's a big city. So we really are doing everything we can. That's why we're not expecting any repercussions on it or anything.
Not right now.
Mr. Chair, who sets the
Alderman Wright.
criteria for this?
Legislature, governor,
The legislature?
with the help of the federal government,
Oh.
the
I
friendly
see.
help of the federal government.
Okay, because it seems like they're expecting a lot. Thank you.
Any further discussion on item number 29? It's been, has it been?
Yes. Second.
And it was,
Moved and
because I
seconded.
didn't put it down. Who was it?
Mickey moved, I seconded.
Okay, and
And Weigel. Moved by Alderman Chapletsky, seconded by Alderman Weigel. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed, carried. Number 30, we're going to skip because there's still some issues there, so we're going to skip that one. Move right to 31, and that is a resolution to approve the bid of State Contract Incorporated for replacement or repairs of concrete sidewalk.
Move for approval.
second.
Been moved by Alderman Chapletsky, seconded by Alderman Weigel. Is there any further discussion on item number 31? All in favor? Aye. Opposed, carried. Number 32, resolution to approve the bid of Vitton Constructions for the installation of sanitary sewer relay and sanitary sewer spot relays in various locations within the city of West Dallas in the amount of $518,165.75.
Move
Move to
approval.
approve. Oh,
Oh, that
second.
was kind of close. Weigel, and seconded by Alderman Ranky. Is there further discussion on item number 32? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, carried. Number 33 on tonight's agenda.
That's the closed session.
Yep.
Number
33 and 34. Both.
Number 35 on tonight's agenda, communication from the Director of Public Works, City Engineer regarding to an appeal of a driveway approach denial. And we want to confirm the denial. Do you want to just quickly, 98th Street?
Yeah, I believe hopefully I sent this out before, but anyway, in general, it mirrors the situation that you had on 76th and Beloit. Basically, this person's got an alley, and what they want to do is get street access, essentially for parking. They kind of admit that in their letter, for additional parking in there. That violates the policy regarding you only get one access point. It's either on, it's usually required on the alley if you've got one, but you got one in the street. And if they would pick up their garage and move it like they're claiming in their letter and point it to 96 or whatever it is, close up their alley entrance, I mean, we would give them that in this case. At least I would, because that alley is very little used. It's kind of like a little U alley, and there's very little, if any, driveways that actually attach to it. All the
Yeah.
driveways are out in the street.
What's the address of the property? Do you have that?
Yeah.
Because I didn't receive notice on this.
I just had it
And
out.
usually I go check.
Mr. Chair?
2339 South 98th Street. Alderman Weigel.
Mike, do I understand you correctly that if they, you would be okay with it if they did move their garage around
25.
first? But,
Thanks.
Yeah.
okay, do they know that?
Uh,
I mean, would you
Well,
put that in writing to them? Because I
what-
would hate to see them invest in
Oh, I mean,
jacking the thing
oh.
up, spinning it around, and then,
Oh, yeah, we would always put this stuff in writing. I mean, and they would know this. You know, what we're asking for tonight is just to confirm the
confirm the
denial.
denial. I get that.
And then, with that, I tell them what could happen or what
Yeah.
they do.
And place on file.
And place on file.
So move to place on
They'll
file.
know that.
Is that it?
Confirm denial and place on file.
Okay.
That motion's been
Confirmed.
made by Alderman Ranky. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Alderman Weigel. Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Carried. Number 36 on tonight's agenda, communication from Director of Public Works City Engineer regarding the 2014 capital improvements program.
And, hopefully Pete, in my absence, put that in there. That's basically our 2014 paving program.
Yeah, we just,
Okay, you got that? And just asking you to approve it. That'll be our plan of attack. Remember, it's a living document. If something else comes up, we'll make modifications at that time.
Mr. Chair?
Alderman Weigel, sorry.
Like the alley behind me is being held up apparently because of the Anchor Bank project. So it was on the 13 plan. It would roll over to the 14 plan if it doesn't get done this year?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Or it still could get done this year, I guess.
It says communication. So you want to approval?
Approval.
Move for approval and place on file.
Second.
Moved by Alderman Chaplowski, seconded by Alderman Ranky. Is there further discussion on item number 36? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, carried. Number 37, communication from the Director of Public Works, City Engineer regarding to the 2014 special assessment rates.
Yeah, it's consistent with what the board's asked in the past. We did a comparison in general with our construction costs from last year to this year. And I believe concrete went up a whole 0.9, and I think asphalt went up 0.7%. Not much. I mean, the prices were very flat. We were very happy to see that. So we're suggesting just keeping the assessment rates level, flat for next year too.
Move for approval.
Second.
Moved by Alderman
By
Chaplowski,
some
seconded by Alderman Rote. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, carried. That leaves us with strictly the item for closed session, and we're gonna hold that up for now. Should we go out of
session.
session and go back in after? I think that would probably be best.
Yeah.
With that,
What are we
Public
gonna do?
Works will be finished for now. We'll reconvene as soon as Administration and Finance is finished. With that, we'll turn the meeting over to Mickey Chaplowski, Chairman of License and Health.
Call the meeting order. First thing we have appearances, number 58 on your agenda. Julie Schufelt. Yep, come on up.
Go sit down.
Okay,
Here we are.
now you missed the last meeting.
Yes, I did.
Okay. We just gotta brief ourselves a little bit. This
It
is
has to
on-
do with
This is a,
Yeah, this is when we had asked her to bring the documentation on the,
My arrest
what she
reports.
had done, as far as this, what was the charge?
controlled substance fraud.
Yeah,
correct?
impersonate pharmacists, get prescription.
Right.
And
oh, right.
what was in the report is what you said,
Yep.
but we still needed you to be here.
Oh, no, I understand.
So with that, I move for approval.
Second.
Do we have any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
Thank you for coming in, but you had to, so.
No problem at all.
And thanks
Thank you.
for providing the information to us. Thank you.
Thank
Good
so
luck.
much. Thank you.
Okay, we have, bobbleheads. Gotta look at the name. Let's see. Communication.
Ted and Dave Bickler.
Oh, is this the guy that was supposed to come in and pay? Is he here?
Yes.
Yeah, Dave Bickler?
Last Tuesday.
He was supposed to come in the next day and pay. You know if he did?
Scott's not here.
I don't have an update on it for you.
We'll hold it until Scott walks in.
Okay, then we have the, someone's complaint, Cynthia Bickler.
No relation?
That's
You know,
Wrong Bickler.
Yeah, you know, I have, my dad has 11 brothers and sisters. They
Oh.
might be a cousin.
It's
Well, did you
related to-
ask her? She
it's
went out.
related
Is he in
to
the bar
bobbleheads?
business in West Allis?
Well, Bickler's right here.
Yes.
Okay, so, you read the summons complaint, that you received?
Yes.
And, do you agree with all the?
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Yeah, I get that letter every year about the license, and I ripped apart my office for like 2 days, and I didn't find anything, so. And if I didn't get it, I didn't think to call and find out if I had taken care of it.
Is the
but
road killing
I've-
you right now? That road?
Pardon?
Is there?
You know, I hate to say it, but that has really put a huge damper on my business.
Mhm.
And now I've actually talked to both the neighbors, the two houses that are there, and we're trying to get hold of Sammy's, but I've had the place up for sale for probably about a year now. So I'm hoping that we can find somebody with the other properties in there, then those houses will be gone too, so.
Oh, right down the line?
Yes.
The
'Cause
unfortunate
Sammy's
part,
is
of course,
moving,
yeah,
yeah.
Sammy's is moving
Yeah.
over to the, so
But
he's
I
gonna be
do
out of
need
there.
to, yeah, I need to, and like I said, I'm trying to keep this all afloat. I'm trying to sell this so I can,
Do you
oh,
have,
yeah.
do you have any plan to, you know, to try to make some payments or anything? Is
Yeah,
it-
I did.
Have you
That-
called us, the
Yeah, I
attorney?
talked, yeah, she talked to me and,
To Jenna?
yeah, and I signed the agreement and sent it in, and this is what I got. And then too, when I sell it,
Right, then you have to pay your back.
Right, then I will take out a 401k loan to pay those completely off, and then,
When is your first payment due?
it was the first.
Did you
And I
pay
told
it?
her, yeah, it's right here.
Okay, so you have
Yeah,
it right
I do
there?
have, yes.
Um,
Yeah, along with the signed agreement. That's my copy.
I think, Mr. Chairman,
Hold on, Rosie.
I think on what we've seen tonight, rather to proceed to a hearing and take it away, I think let's hold it and to our next scheduled meeting, and let's re-talk with Jenna, see where we're at, that she's making payments. I think she's doing good faith to do that.
Well, she's had this one.
She's got her payment right here, and so, just hold this you go on with what you have here.
Okay.
We'll place it on file at our next
My question
meeting.
is, now, can I go down to the health department and take care of the license? Because that was part of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, is the health license the same as the liquor license in that even though it wasn't granted, she still can operate under her previous license? I'm asking the city clerk for a legal opinion, I guess.
My non-legal opinion would be yes.
Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah,
was.
because usually,
You're
and
saying you
usually
can
they
pick up
come
your new
in.
license,
Yeah.
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 I didn't know if I could just go down there and try to, and if they'd be like, what are you doing down here? So,
They may.
that's, yeah.
It's just that the license won't be issued until the taxes are paid.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You can still
Oh,
operate
I
under
see,
your
okay.
previous license.
All right, I see. Okay.
All right, so we're gonna hold this. If we see everything that the payment is.
So the payment, you have the payment with you.
Yeah, actually, I had it, it was in my mailbox, because I received this on Friday. And it was still sitting in my mailbox today. My mailman isn't so good.
Can you
so-
take it, or no? Does she have
This
it?
goes to it goes to the city attorney. Well, actually, it goes to City Hall.
I can take it.
The clerk can, city clerk can take it too.
Thank you, okay.
She's the clerk slash treasurer, so she's pretty good. So with that, my suggestion again is that we just hold it, and the payment's been made.
Okay.
Jenna will tell us where we're at, and
Would you like Ms. Bickler to appear again at the next meeting?
I don't think it's.
I think if she
necessary.
misses a payment,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
right, if she missed the payment.
That's
I think the last problem she had, you work for Quad Graphics.
Yeah, I know, and I'm late now. I'm gonna get yelled at again.
And,
so.
okay, and same thing would happen if we made you appear that next
Yeah,
time, so
yeah,
I'd rather
it would.
have her.
And that's the thing. It's like I'm trying to, like I said, I'm trying to sell this, and I work there full time. Plus, I do that, and yeah, business is kind of. I feel sorry for the ones that kind of rely on traffic more than.
Mhm.
Luckily, I was, but the
Okay.
economy's kind of. killed
You
me,
probably
too.
want that back.
Yes, I do.
And it'll just be
Yeah.
held, you don't have to appear at the next meeting, but if
Okay.
we see that the payment is being missed, we're gonna have you back in, and where are you again in the whole shop,
Okay.
all right?
All right. Thank you.
Good. Thank you for coming in.
Thanks.
Okay, then we have the summons and complaint against Scardina's. Now, they were in on this. I guess that we were gonna go into closed session.
I think there is, I
Right, we got the notice.
think we're waiting for the city attorney on that.
Yeah, we'd have to wait for the city attorney on that. So,
What else do you have? You know, you have the rest of this
I didn't
stuff.
see him on the agenda.
Was Steve ordered to repair?
no, that's all we have on the, look,
Next meeting,
you know, we have to wait.
next month.
Okay, so, we're gonna wait with, until the city attorney comes, and we'll talk on after, so let's go with the rest of the things on the agenda. I don't know what happened to, oh, he's probably still in the other meeting. Alderman Singstack. Okay, then we have, communication number 43, communication for, Mega Marts. They got a new agent. We have motion to place on file.
So moved.
Second, Mr. Chair.
Further discussion? No, all in row?
No.
Oh, no
I'm
discussion,
sorry,
okay.
no, I said second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Then we have, number 44 and 45. Let's take those two. 44 is for the, Lions Club.
Move for approval,
Second.
are the hours right?
Any further discussion?
Where is 5901?
It says till 11, it says till 11 o'clock.
On Sunday.
Kegels.
No,
Parking lot.
oh, so it's outside of the parking lot, that's what it's about?
Oh, no,
So-
Saturday,
so
and
we-
Sunday
So it's
till
it's
7.
Kegel's address.
So did
But
it.
they're
Till
doing,
11 on Saturday.
but that's not Kegel's
7
parking
on
lot,
Sunday.
is it?
Oh, that's fine.
Right.
That's
Is it
right.
Kegel's?
Do we do 11 though?
So we have, we have,
Sunday's the only one we.
well, I guess
back
Kegel's
on.
Sunday
license
we
doesn't
back 'em
extend
up.
to the parking
Okay.
lot.
Any further discussion on this? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Then we have, let's see, license Class B for number 45.
Move approval, subject to necessary requirements.
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Then we have two of them from Kips Inn
Move for approval?
Second.
for 46 and 47.
Yes.
Yeah.
46 and 47, it's their first and second
I'll
this year.
second both of them.
These weren't a poker run, were they?
No, no poker runs.
Not anymore.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Then we have number 48. Just a basic adult-oriented establishment permit. Do I have a
Move for
mo-
approval, Mr. Chair.
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Then we have number 49. These are bartender's license.
Move for approval?
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Police reports.
Move to accept and place on file?
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
And 54, Double Barrel Saloon, Police Department. report.
54 through 57, move the place on file?
Second.
Any further discussion? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
We do have
Mr. Bickler's.
Yes, I see that.
Bickler's here.
Okay, that's there, and we're back to number 59 for David Bickler.
Oh, he's not here, I'm here.
Front center. Oh.
Teddy
no-
Galashewski.
No.
Oh, right, you came last time. Is it, yeah, you were here last time, right?
Yeah. You wanted to see a copy of the receipt from Milwaukee County?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They didn't have, they said something about they don't have the paperwork yet because something, the computer software is different, so she couldn't print up something. She wrote one out and time-stamped it on the back.
Is that what you're looking for, or?
You just, when did you make the payment?
Today.
Today? Was it just today?
Yeah.
Was it by,
Money order.
money order?
Yeah.
Okay,
She wrote money order and the number of the money order on there,
all right.
and that's a copy of it.
What does it do? They're just copies.
Yeah, well,
Well, you can
she
keep-
wrote out a receipt.
Yeah,
and
she hand wrote a receipt because
Yeah.
something's not working.
Right.
something about, I don't know if they have new software.
Well, I'm
or-
saying we can keep those, or you need those back.
I probably need them back just in case
Okay.
it doesn't come up on their paperwork and they
That's what
say I
I'm saying.
didn't pay that.
Yeah.
No,
And this
why
was
didn't,
the-
well, sir,
That's
this
the
was
amount.
that you were required to pay per
Yeah.
your agreement?
Yeah,
once again, the city attorney's not here.
It says 1,000 a month.
yeah.
Is that, okay, well, if that's,
And then I'll
That's the
pay the
case.
next one by the 15th.
so then do I have a motion to place this on file then?
So moved?
Second.
I mean, I'll hold on to this just in case, or I can make a copy of it and give it to you.
Further
I just
discussion?
don't wanna,
You wanna hold around just for a little while and I'll make copies before you leave.
okay.
All in
just 'cause
favor?
Aye.
Yeah, for
I
like,
want them to say that.
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, let her make
System's down,
copies.
so
Yeah.
then you're gonna let her, hey, buddy, you never paid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
So,
And we have your copy.
Said, hang tight and they're right with you.
59, so now we have to wait for the city attorney on the other one.
You need 28. Did you have 28? The drink referral.
I don't think they brought it back yet.
No, yeah, well, I don't have the jacket here. Where's 28?
License, They have.
For Public Works, that Tanner Paul,
Yeah,
Yeah.
they did not give that to me. I don't have it.
Well, it says Public Works and License and Health.
Yep,
It's in
and I think-
someone's jacket here.
I think,
number 28.
Yeah,
you
number
must
28
have it.
should be in the room here somewhere.
and I'm gonna go through them too, because I've been there.
Nope. Something's rolling.
Wonder if they stuff with
No, sometimes,
safety and development.
sometimes when I flip them over up on that.
I'll keep making money. They all are.
Got a Harley thing? We got nothing on it.
Well, they were saying that all these dealerships held their big parties, and then they had the party down at the lakefront that nobody was.
Just all because of that right-hand turn, that's so...
Yeah. Because when you're at the fair park and you want to leave, you heading on
I
84th,
just never thought.
you wouldn't think about that.
I mean,
Works in license and health.
Well, that's back in Public Works, so.
Are we still in license and health?
Yes,
Still licensed
license
and
Still in
health.
license and health. So we can talk
We
about
can
it.
discuss it.
Yeah.
Then it goes to you.
Okay. Well, they just want to extension of premises. This is the first one, I believe. And
Mr. Chairman?
Alderman Bartley.
Okay, my understanding is they literally want to extend their premises into the alley and have it fenced in, et cetera. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna take up the example, like, if it was your location. all
Is
they're
he
gonna
here?
Just move it
He's
back.
here.
Oh, he's here?
Yeah.
How you doing?
We'll leave it to you.
Basically, this is our third annual. We've done this every year. We did it in Delavan, but now we're moving it to West Allis at the Tanner Paul building. Those we want to do is directly behind the building. I think I put it enclosed the map.
Seen that?
Yeah,
I walked by it today. to look at it.
Yeah, just directly behind the building. I did get a letter that should have been hopefully attached today from the landmark. They gave me approval a couple of weeks ago that it was okay, but they gave me a letter today. And after 3 weeks of searching, and I finally found the phone number for the neighboring property.
Have the picture.
All I can give you for that is the owner's name and the general manager. The number on the building is no good anymore. The number on your files is no good anymore. They've now got somebody else
That's
handling.
kind of right to the north of you there?
Yeah, the
Because-
that's got the
because
garages.
You're gonna block off that end of the alley.
Just that
But there's
end.
still a northwest end of the alley for traffic to come in.
Correct, and it's not gonna be behind their building, and Landmark really doesn't use that,
Yeah.
rarely. And actually, we're gonna, you know, I know we're allowed till 11, but we're gonna shut it off at 9 outside, so.
Move approval.
Second.
And is it gonna, so it's,
All the way.
you're gonna be extending your premise, the picture shows, not just into the alley, but onto some of the parking spaces that the Landmark owns.
No, that's actually owned by, well, that's actually in question right now.
Who owns that?
Well, originally it looked like you guys owned it with our use, but the newest paperwork we found says that that was a land swap, who knows when, that which was called parcel C for parcel A, which is the property that runs down Orchard in front of the, on that end of the Landmark where their parking garage is.
Yeah.
So that's the latest paperwork we found. Nobody seems to know who.
So no one knows, we don't know who owns that land?
Not for positive. Sean's supposed to be looking into.
Who plows it in wintertime?
We do. It's not maintained by the city at all. We maintain that entire alley.
Are you gonna have live music outside?
It's all I'm gonna have outside. We're not gonna have any of the bands. Just, I've got a blues guy and him and his son just play like the guitar. That's the only thing I'm gonna have
Well,
outside.
you know, just getting the okay, you know, from the senior housing is the important part, so. it's-
Neighbors are okay with it?
That'd be only. Okay, any further discussion? This is for extension, Alderman Sinks extension premises for the barbecue place, Tanner Falls.
Okay, yeah, oh, yeah, go ahead.
Any, further discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
And last,
Do I
You're
wait
not
now?
Lori.
We
What's
should
your
go,
name?
that's,
Number
I'm getting
8.
hungry.
Okay.
Do I wait for Public Works to talk to them too?
Sure, we are public work.
We are,
Oh, you're, oh, the alley closure.
Let's trade seats.
yeah, we're gonna be fine.
Don't worry
The
about
alley closure and the licensing as
Yeah.
well? Okay, good.
You're good.
All right, thank you.
it. Okay,
We'll bring that up until we go back to public works.
okay, so is everybody coming over here now, Paul?
Well, it depends on whether you want to do license and health closed session.
what do we have left in licensing?
Well, all we got left in license and health is the, we're gonna have a closed session for,
Scardino.
Scardino.
Okay.
Why don't you get that done? Safety Development Committee can meet while you do that, and then Public Works can have its closed session when safety development's done. and
Yeah, okay,
license
that'll work, yeah.
It's done here.
Very good.
Okay,
Session.
No?
Goodness.
closed session report, I know what to read.